know he really is a dog. He's not there. I know he is a dog. Wait a minute, girl.
This looking like beauty association.
I got everything. Okay. Hello there. 1, 2, 3. You got it?
Oh yeah, I'm doing video too.
Danny, is that you in the video, Danny?
Yeah, that's in the video. Danny. We had to find somebody to get their hair done.
All right, y'all, the knees get ready.
Last one for me. Then they can go. 1, 2. Oh, that's looking good right there. 1, 2, 3.
We getting hot. Yeah. It's getting hot.
You can smile.
I love you. I love you all. I see you again.
And this is from the girls.
Wow. So May 5th, Cinco de Mayo is now LaRose Beasley Day?
Yes. Don't you forget it next year either.
That's right.
Don't you forget it.
Tell me about Miss Beasley.
Well, she don't want nobody to do nothing for her, but she know I don't listen very well, so I just do it anyway.
What do you think of what's happening as far as her clothing? First, that's the first.
I wish it was somebody who could carry on the legacy. And everything that she taught us, I guess if I had all the money in the world, I could carry on the legacy.
Okay. And what do you have to say to her that you haven't said yet?
I miss you, and if it wasn't for you telling me to use my noodles, I probably wouldn't be here today.
What do you think of Miss Beasley's clothing?
Closing?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a good thing that she's closing on a personal aspect because she's been doing this for such a long time. And I hate to see her close because she was the only black school in the city and in the state. And she helped a lot of people out. So that's the downside of it. But the good side is this time for her to retire, she needs to enjoy her life.
And your name?
Lakeisha.
And you were a student?
I was. A student.
My name is Carmela Williams.
And Carmela, how do you know Miss Beasley?
I am one of her former students.
And what did she teach you?
What has she taught me?
Yes.
Basically cosmetology.
And what, are you still in cosmetology?
Yes,
What do you do?
I am a hairstylist.
Hairstylist.
A hair technician.
Say what?
Hair technician.
Hair technician. And what is she, what one thing you remember her never, always beating into your head?
use your noodles. Meaning, think.
And you still keep in touch with her?
Yes.
What do you think of her with the shop, with the school closed?
Like Lakeisha just mentioned, I'm gonna miss her. It has its advantages and disadvantages. It's good that she's closing because then she can enjoy her life. Because again, she's been teaching for quite some time. It's time for her to enjoy her life.
Leslie Williams, Senior.
How do you know Miss Beasley?
I went to school in 1982. I was a licensed barber and a cosmetologist.
What?
Yeah, I was the only guy there.
How was that like?
Huh?
What was that like?
It was tough. It was tough.
So what do you think about what happened?
It was a shock. I just found out about 15 minutes ago, and it was a shock when I heard about Ms. Rose. You know, she's going to be missed.
And what did you learn from it?
I learned a lot, you know, from Seymour and Ms. Moore. You know.
Oh, Ms. Moore too?
Yeah, Ms. Moore. Yeah, and Rose Beasley.
Wow, you talking about legends. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Got some good stuff.
Thank you.
We're talking about Martha Scott, how some of the stuff that she used to say to us when we went to beauty school. So we're just over here reminiscing, and I met this young lady today, and we're just talking about the times that we had in beauty school.
So what do you think about what happened with LaRose?
I think it was awesome, but I think she's really going to be missed, you know, in the community, because like we said in the program earlier, she's touched so many of us, and through all of us that you can see around this room, we all have a testimony, and it's more personal to me and emotional, but I'm glad that it's going to be a day for her that was Mayor Settle said on this day, it would be Beasley's Day.
Cinco de Mayo, and now.
So now we have something else to celebrate, a great honor. And I'm glad I came through LaRose's and I met this lady right here for
And what's your name?
My name is Vicki Kellogg.
Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and shooting us.
And you are?
I'm Sandra Bell. I'm from New Orleans. And I thank her because she was my instructor. She gave me the insight and the desire to even want to have my own business because I was up here just with my kids and myself. And I went in to talk with her. And I wasn't sure when I was going to go ahead and take that class. You know, I was kind of intimidated. But because I was working a job. And she said, learn how to be your own entrepreneur for yourself, for your kids. And that way people can't tell you when to come in and when to leave. Right. From your job. And I mean, when I said she taught me, honey, I would be in a room, I kid you not, with a pair of curling irons, because I didn't know how to curl. I really did not know how to curl hair. And have 7 sisters. Wow. And I'm one of the oldest, and did not know how to curl hair. Now I know how to just do whatever you say. You want it, you got it. Right. I can do it. And then I have my daughter. She's a stylist now. My niece is a stylist now.
Like me,
Yeah.
When did you start? When did you go to school?
I went to school in 95 and I finished in 97.
In this present building right here.
In this building right here.
What a
Do
blessing.
you find that your young girls would rather be stylists than do the full beauty, the whole treatment?
Well, to me, a lot of the girls get into business for money, but it's not all about money, and you have to have the love and the dedication. I started out, when I first started out, I was on my temporary license, and I worked at Littlefield. So I got in up under a go-getter and a person that knew how to make money.
Miss Littlefield.
And Miss Littlefield, our birthday's the same day. So I started with her, and I stayed on 24th Street from there to Bama. So only is that it is, you know, you have to put your heart in it.
She was a beautiful lady, too.
But you know what? You got to have a passion.
There you
You
go.
really have to have a passion for hair. Because if you don't, you burn out.
Yeah.
And then then you won't learn, and then you will not have the care and the desire. Because I tell them, I say, I'm not a cosmetologist. I'm a hair care specialist. You know, because I care about your hair, and that's what she taught me. You have to love and respect what you're doing before you do it.
And I think that's why so many of the students, like when I came out, there was tons and tons of them, and I can count on one hand how many are still in the field, how many are salon owners, and you have to be on your post to get paid. So I'm glad I came through the old school hairdressers to get what I am, you know, and I can go on about Miss Littlefield, Miss Bama. She was supposed to be here, but she's at work. Philip McLean.
See, I don't know her.
Yeah, Philip McLean was another one that he was supposed to be here. So it's so many of them, and I'm just glad and blessed
But
that.
the reason I asked you that question is because I find that the younger,
yes,
beauticians now, they only care about styling. They don't care about the
hair
because they weren't trained by the ladies that you were trained by.
Okay.
And you know
And
what
my
else?
parents.
And you know what else they don't do? That I find they do more damage to the hair now than, you know, because they don't care for the person's hair as no how to keep them to keep their hair healthy.
They can't keep the hair on the hair. They can do some hair. And me working in hair in the salons, and I try not to be so nitpicky when I see them doing stuff in the salon, but I just say, hey, this conditioning is important. And I'm so glad that we learned to shampoo the hair and not wash the hair. That's another thing. These young girls, they don't know no technology or what words to use or scalp.
They don't even know how to shampoo the scalp. And then when you talk with them about, like when I talk to my clients and everything, I say, look, let me get you to understand something. There are different molecules within the hair. Everybody has hair. Hair is nerves without feelings. But everybody's nerve is not the same.
Right.
You know, everybody's blood is not the same. Right. You know, we all breathe. So you got to treat each individual with that passion for what's on their hair. I can use this particular shampoo. That doesn't mean I can use this particular shampoo.
On everybody.
Women of color have different grades and texture of hair.
Right. And then you have to go with that texture.
That's right.
And what they eat, their diet, their medication.
That makes a difference. You hit it on the nose. A lot of ladies come in, birth control pills, high blood pressure pills. A lot of that affects the hair, but they don't tell them. But
the young ones don't even express that to them. That's because they didn't get it from our old school people like Miss LaRose and like Miss Bell,
Charlie Moore.
See, I don't know him.
Yeah, Charlie Moore is an instructor that was at our hospital school. That was taught the theory. No, Miss Beasley taught the theory, and she taught the floor. And her daughter is Lillian Burkhalter, and that's who I came up. And Charlie Moore was one of the old school hairdressers that was here.
And Miss Wishcombe also taught me. Miss Beasley had Miss
Debbie Johnson.
That's her name.
Debbie Johnson.
That lady knows
Linda Robertson.
Yes.
Linda Robertson is
Oh, they
another
can teach
name.
some theory. Oh,
yes.
Well, then you missed Mr. Vaughn Watson.
Vaughn Watson. Yeah, Mr. Watson is another hairdresser. Yeah, the shop right there on Lake Street. And she can tell you how long.
And you know who else was good too? Snuffy.
Snuffy, Kathy Rogers.
Kathy Rogers. But I remember when she passed away. She had the little baby because she's a teacher too.
And I encouraged Kathy to go to school because we lived together. And I used to do it, but she's like, no, Kathy, you need to go to school. So that was emotional for me when I got to talk about Kathy because we lived together and we encouraged. So this is really nice. I'm glad you and
we meet up some of our old friends.
Yeah, our friends.
I used to stand over her.
Oh, you did?
I used to stand over her and watch her do French roll. I used to stand so close up on her. She'd be like, will you give me room? I'd be like this. But I wanted to learn. I would like to do.
She's probably still doing it. Where's she work at? And when did she graduate?
Oh my gosh, are you serious? It was in 97.
So where are you working at now?
You said you graduated when?
I think it was.
I don't even remember the year.
I think it was 97.
It was before I had Jakia.
Because we went to Forest, remember? Oh, yeah.
No, it was before that. I had Jakia September of 97. So it was early. Me and Sean cried. We cried like babies.
And you?
And we passed?
We passed.
I like we passed the first time.
Wait a minute, Sean.
Yay!
So did we.
Yes, we did.
And you didn't tell Miss Beasley how your fingers was clean just so we can go to the movie.
Remember with your boy they gave you? We passed the first
Me and Sean passed
Cause they just, you know, we went to boys. We passed the first time. That test was hard. You know what? That test was no joke. You know what? I did too. It's another one. Ain't nothing.
And getting to the boards and everything. Oh, back when our house, they had a hard time. They had to work hard. They had a lot of statistical things. Yes. Just everything. It was twice as hard as it.
And we had to go to Lincoln. We had to go to
Lincoln to take our test. You had so many hours. Then you had to have your live model, your mannequin, do your pin curl and your set on your mannequin.
But now had to be right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were
like all this blow. You know that blower and the straight. It was a straight out puller.
So now they don't have to go to Lincoln now. All they know, they don't go to Lincoln no more. They can take it online now. Shut the front door. Shut the front door.
And then we had to do finger massages.
And then they take the practical now in class.
You kidding? Don't forget.
Shut the back door on that one, okay?
Girl, you had to bring your mannequin set and your mannequin.
And don't be
your
late.
mannequin
You
had to be
gotta
Don't be late.
What about being late? If you be late, go all the way to Lincoln with your mannequin. If you were late when the doors closed, and I was always late. I'm a late person. I'm going to show up. And Miss Lucy wanted me to spend all night. She said, Vicky, you get down because if you late, it ain't no... You might as well turn back home.
Turn back around.
And go to the next board.
Right. You have to go to the next board and then you got to put more money up again.
Right.
When you go back to the board. And I mean, they would take the mannequins, pull the mannequins there and check the pool.
Y'all keep in touch?
No, we don't, but we probably will. We will now.
We will. See, some of us already took the numbers.
A lot of my family members are beauticians. And so I have the last girl with the bonnet.
So how do y'all, so how did you hear about this?
My cousin, Marcella Holly, is a beautician.
Okay. So all the beauticians knew about it?
Me, I knew the school was closing, and they called me about 3 weeks ago to get on board, and they said she didn't want it, and then I said, well, y'all called the right person, because guess what? And we went on from there. We worked diligently for 3 weeks, met twice a week, and we worked to put it together, and it came all together. And then her kids, we made sure we called them because we didn't want to leave them out. And then we called everybody in the city, from the mayor, Settle showed up, Hot Dog showed up, we called Ernie Chambers, we called Bender Council, we called 6, 7, and 3, and 8 was there. So we wanted it to be known what she did. I mean, we could not let it pass and not do nothing.
Not acknowledge her for what she's done. Because like I told them, by me not being away from my mom, because from here to New Orleans, it's 1,190 miles. Okay, and I had just me and my 3 kids, and she helped me with my kids, to get them. I didn't even know what a snowshoe was, because it don't snow in New York. She was talking about snow school. She talking about how to get them and how to be more subtle with my kids.
She's like a mother figure.
Right. So there was another mother figure to me, and it was to a lot of students in here. So I can imagine the ones that went before me. The people that went prior to me, because when she was and I know it was at least 25 of us.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we had a real large class.
So out of all of y'all, is a lot of them still working? Or you talking to?
You got Trisha Bass.
Oh, Trisha, come with Trisha.
Yeah, Trisha
okay,
with us.
Okay.
Trisha and I had to shop together. Then I worked with Lynn Shepherd. Then you have LaDana. I forgot LaDana's last name. We got, what's Teresa's last name? Ren.
And y'all all went to school down here?
Really? Oh, was our school?
Who was it? Tandy,
Keisha. Keisha
What's that talk, Cassandra?
Oh, your other Sandra. Other Cassandra.
Danisha. I saw her the other day. Danisha.
Yeah. There was a lot of us. And then she had to teach us how to get along as a group. What's her name? What's that? Leslie Brown. Leslie Brown went with us.
Oh, I didn't even think didn't hear it.
Yeah. I forgot about Leslie Brown. She's real tall. She lived here, but she's from Jackson, Mississippi.
She's from my dress.
Yeah.
Who else was there?
Oh, we had a lot of
Who was in school with us?
Niecy. Marcy went with us too. Marcy was in class with us.
And what's his name?
And you are?
Miss Beasley, I'm Marcy Holly.
Okay, so what do you think of what's happening with her closing the shop or the academy?
Well, yeah, the
How do you know it?
class of 96.
What do you mean? She taught you?
Cosmetology, class of 96, LaRose's Beauty Academy. Yes. No, when I first decided to, when I first had an interest in cosmetology, and a lot of people were telling me about the other schools, and I remember in
There were other
class,
schools?
not other African American schools, but I do recall on the first day they were asking, why did you choose LaRose's? And I told them the reason I chose LaRose's is because it was the only African American school in Omaha. And I know that there are a few instructors that try to teach what they can of black hair care. However, you have to do it and know it to be able to teach it. There was no choice. There was no choice. And I'm so emotional and sick about it closing. But Miss Beasley's given her time, and she's passed the torch on to so many people that can take over, and I just hope that they do. But you're going to have to turn that off, so I'm going to get really emotional and start crying.
What's the biggest thing she taught you?
Patience, and that your customer always comes first. They're the boss. When they're in your chair, they're the boss. They tell you what you want, and then you give them your opinion and your suggestions, and healthy hair comes first. Don't make me cry.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
I've been talking to all your former students. And you know what they say about you? The biggest thing you taught them? Healthy hair.
Yeah, healthy hair. That's right.
They
Keep that hair on them customers' heads. That is so true. So true. Yep. That is
You taught a lot of students.
Oh yes, it's many, many more. Oh,
What do you think the numbers were?
Hundreds. My God, I don't know. Could be 1,000 or so.
Really?
Yeah,
And
from
they
All House to there and to the Job Corps.
Oh yeah, that's
Remember I got those
Yeah.
girls too. Yep. So I've got a lot of people.
And you know, one I didn't ask you. What do you like about teaching when you were doing it?
I love theory, and I kind of hung with the theory, and I loved it. And practical, I left that to some of the other teachers because I'm left-handed, and so some of the girls be doing their, pin curls and things. It look like it's upside down to me. So I kind of hung with the theory, but I love theory because Miss Goldson was my theory teacher, and she was such a good teacher. And she saw that I liked theory, and she just took me under her wing,
So now what's next?
I don't know. I really don't know. Guess I better try to find me a good husband. As Miss Littlefield used to say, a good husband. So that's about it.
Until?
Well, when I get this deed, it'll be about 8 weeks, I guess. And then I'll find something after that. Got to.
Will it be a hair?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Bye-bye, honey. Thank you. No, it won't be a hair.
Then with the hairs.
Done with that. Because, I would be teaching and,
Okay.
So I wouldn't have it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, my daughter.
Was she touch your daughter?
No, she was. What?
No.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
No, her daughter, a little baby.
Yeah, I had a little girl. Yeah.
Are you a beautician here?
Yes. For 4 years now. Yes.
Who are you?
I'm Rochelle Tanksley.
And tell me,
And
how did you learn?
how did I learn? I just learned through being myself, basically. That's what she taught me. Just be yourself.
She taught you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You always learn from the best, She's one of the best, so. Yeah, but I have a little girl, so I just work and go to school and take care of my daughter, so.
And do hair?
Yes.
You got a shot?
For sure. No, not yet. I'm working towards that. I'm working towards
What did she teach you? What's the best thing she taught you?
Never doubt yourself, I guess. Not to doubt yourself.
Yep. Always go for your full potential.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We were one of the first groups. We actually moved here from Alt House, and where we came when there was nothing but big open spaces on the table.
Wow. So you have, how long were you there?
I started on my 6-week checkup when I had my first daughter in 1990. We were down at Alt House, and then we moved down here. I think like it was in the springtime, I believe, in 91. And then I had my second daughter. And then right after I had my second daughter, I went to the board shortly after that, and I came back for instructors.
So what did she teach you? What's the one thing you will never forget?
When she told me, use my noodles. And it's a bag of noodles in the store that I will not buy to this day because I always remember.
Use your noodles. You go what?
I said, I will be around. I'll be around.
If not, your students will.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's the truth. That is so true. I will be around.